Welcome to another edition of Real Sports Live Southwest.com. Freddie Area, as we bring you some baseball action. Yes, we are in Somerset, Texas for the extra game as the District 29 6A finished last Tuesday. Alexander beat United in an eight inning game over at Unit Trade. Eagle Pass beat Del Rio at 13-2. So guess what? They're both tied, and we are getting set for the national anthem as we're with the pregame show brought to you by Side Emergency Center, Kumo Fitness, and Sarita's Tortilla Factory. So the playing of our national anthem, and we got a 6 o'clock start. So we got about 9 minutes to go as the visiting team hitting is Alexander Alan Ferrero, who's playing left field. Sergio Galvan playing third base, hitting second. Nomar Garcia, center field, batting third. In the cleanup spot is Joel Hinojosa playing shortstop. Paco Hernandez is over in right field. TC Chavez is over at first base. Ernesto Mesa is the DH for the catcher. Gabriel Martinez. Marco Villanueva is at second base, hitting eighth. And the ninth hitter is the pitcher, Roberto Villarreal, number six. So the Eagles on the field. Ray Mendoza going to U of H. He is in center field. He'll be hitting first. Uh, and Isaac Gonzalez is playing shortstop, hitting second for Eagle Pass. Braulio Rodriguez is the third hitter, and he'll be playing first base. Victor Perry is playing left field. Hector Montoya is hitting fifth and playing right field. Orly Garza is behind the plate for Eagle Pass. Edward Mendoza is the DH for Sergio Checo Lopez on the mound. The sophomore sensation is on the mound today. David Lopez is playing third base and hitting eighth, and Jacob Ruiz is the second baseman. As we get set for the 6 o'clock start of this game, we want to thank all our great advertisers, and thank you very much. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com. Como Fitness Supplements and Lifestyles at Mall de las Águilas. Come in and visit our store or our website at www.kfsubs.com. Don't miss the opportunity to be something you can be. Como Fitness, located at 575 Commercial Street, Eagle Pass, Texas. Stop by anytime, 24/7. Work out on your own time at Como Fitness. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling. We have been serving Eagle Pass, Texas and the surrounding areas since 1999 with quality HVAC, heating and air conditioning services and installations. We are an HVAC contractor that offers both residential and commercial applications. Repairs, service, new installations, and duct cleaning is our specialty. No job is too big or too small for us. Our staff and technicians are committed to excellence. Man, we're back live. Top of the first is Alan Ferrero will see the first pitch. Strike on the outside corner for Sergio Lopez, a sophomore that has come into the rotation this year. Uh, and he's got some pretty good movement on his fastball. He does have a sweeping curveball and a changeup. as a lazy fly ball that will get in for a hit into center field. Beautiful baseball complex here at Somerset High School. Actually, it's at Somerset Junior High, behind the junior high, where they have both the baseball stadium and the softball stadium. As he gets a single to center to open up. 315 to the right field foul line, 315 to the left field foul line, and about maybe 350 to dead center field. The power gaps are about 335, maybe three. Doesn't have a sign here, but a big O S. Somerset plays in District 28 5A alongside CC Win, Southwest, and Medina Valley, and those guys. So they're right off of 1604 and 35. First pitch running is Laredo, as they're gonna try and get the pressure here as far as stealing, because it's a turf field. It's you get a little bit more a quicker pace on the base pads. Steal for Ferreiro, and ball one on Galvan, Sergio Galvan, as we're live. Runner at second base. We want to thank of course, Coach Higginbotham, the AD, also Coach Perez, the head coach, and want to also thank the IT guy who came on his day off, because everybody's off because of Fiesta. He came in and make sure he took care of us here. Ball one, runner at second base, no outs, and it's early on here in the top half of the first with the runner at second. Just misses outside ball two. We're streaming on our YouTube channel, Facebook page, and Twitter. Also, go to our website, www.realsportslivesouthwest.com, and you can catch the action. It's a 2-0 count. The winner of this game will play PSJ North next week, and all the details of that will transpire after this game. The loser will play Mac High in the first round. 3 balls, no strikes. On the hitter. Somerset High School, the home of the Bulldogs. And right down the pipe, strike one. Three balls, one strike. A back pick and safe at second. Now these two teams met in the second round, where the Eagles, ball four, where the Eagles actually at home had 5 runs in that first inning and won 6-2. That was Rolly Risa who pitched, Rolly Risa and Edward Mendoza in that game. As Galvan walks over to first base, so now runners at first and second. With no outs here in the top half of the first. The Eagles, the home team. And now Nomar Garcia, the center fielder. Garcia in that last game, he was hitting fourth, and he was 1 for 2 with a hit by a pitch and a fly out. Throw to second, not in time. In that game in Eagle Pass on the 16th of April, Nomar got hit by a pitch in that first inning, walked, got to third, flew out to center, and walked in the seventh. They only managed 2 runs in that game. Runners at first and second, no outs. The Bulldogs, the visiting team. Lope checks the runner over at second, Ferrero. A bunt that will come to the screen. Foul ball. No balls, one strike on the hitter. Garcia, the center fielder. Time is called. In between the innings, I will give you guys a little bit of what Coach Reynol Mendoza had to say after that win in Del Rio. Strike one. Oh, strike two. My bad. So no balls, two strikes. All turf, both fields, the softball field and the baseball field. Talked to Coach Perez before the game. We got here early because we had to set up that one in the turf. Try to waste the pitch outside, ball one. One ball, two strikes, no outs. Runners at first and second. Ferrero got a single, a bloop single. Texas leaguer to center field, and Galvan drew a walk. So runners at first and second with no outs, and a 1-2 count on Garcia. Hinojosa in the hole, the number four hitter, shortstop for the Alexander Bulldogs. Very important for both teams to kind of get in the flow of this game, as this is a 6 o'clock start, and with the fact that they're going to have to play. Both teams had a game today. If they did not have to play against each other, Eagle Pass was going to play Cal Allen in a tune-up game for the playoffs. That one hit into center field, and he is under it quickly. Ray Mendoza brings it in as he flies out to left center field for out number one. So one out in the inning. And runners stay put for Joel Hinojosa. Joel Hinojosa, the last time that these two teams faced each other, the first game was a barn burner, 2-1 game that Alexander won at Kruger Field. And back in Eagle Pass, it was a runaway game, 5 runs in the first inning for Eagle Pass in the home half. Strike on the corner at the knees, as Hossa was the number two hitter back on the 16th, and he struck out his first time, hit by a pitch, scored one of the 2 runs that Alexander had, struck out in the fourth, and then got a double to start off the inning in the seventh. So he went 1 for 3 with a run scored, and strike one on Hinojosa. For everybody back home, make sure you guys tune in to our Instagram also, and go follow us on Instagram for our highlights. As we pick the best 10 highlights, back pick Ferrero back on it. It's better if you have two people broadcasting, but when it's one, You gotta find a way inside. I normally talk to myself sometimes. It's funny. Some guys, some people tell me, "Do you talk to yourself?" I have to. Inside pitch misses low, ball one. Well, Freddie, what do you think? I don't know, Tom. Right? Runners at first and second. Galvan at first. Fredo at second base. Hossa 1-1 count. And that one ripped down the line, and that one's going to curve foul. As that one had a chance, but curved foul. As Hossa put a charge on that one. And that's the Ram Country Auto World foul ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Lopez gets set. Curveball right back up the middle and through into center field. The runner come in Ferreiro, and he will score easily as a single for Hinojosa, RBI single. As Ferreiro comes in from second and Galvan only to second. Now Paco Hernandez with 1 out. And now the Alexander Bulldogs get on the board first here in this playing game for second place, second and third place, as both teams were 9-3 when they finished the regular season, the regular district season. As Hernandez sees ball one, misses inside ball two. For those of you that send me messages on Facebook and about broadcasting this game, it's very important that you tell your businesses, local businesses in Laredo, uh, that they gotta come through and say, you know what, we gotta support Real Sports Live Southwest because they're bringing you something that not a lot of outlets, TV outlets, do, and we can do that for you. But we need the support of your local businesses, as we do from Eagle Pass. That's why you see a lot of content from Eagle Pass, is because the business community in Eagle Pass believes in the product that we're giving the Eagle Pass community, as we cover South San Antonio, Eagle Pass, Laredo, and Del Rio. 3 balls and 1 strike. As I've already spoken to Coach Perez, and he says he wants us up here doing his games. So, guess what? Somerset, 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners at first and second. Misses inside, ball four. Bases loaded for Alexander and TC Chavez, the first baseman. So 1 out, and the pitching coach, Coach Villa, who we want to congratulate him. He just had his wife just had a baby, so he's a father. Fitting, June is Father's Day, so we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Baseball on Real Sports Live Southwest.com.
In the highest standard in service and professional equipment while delivering the best affordability to our customers. We are on call 24/7 for those unexpected emergencies. We offer special financing for all qualified buyers. Please visit our website for more information at realgrandairconditioning.com or call us at 830-758-1900 for more information.
STAT Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Get your tax refund now at Ram Country Auto World.
Así es. Obtenga su reembolso con una parada en Auto World.
You just need your W-2, your ID, and Social Security card, and Ram Country Auto World will prepare your taxes and give you your refund check on the spot.
Es completamente gratis sin necesidad de comprar. Apúrate. No esperes a tu cheque. Consigue tu dinero hoy.
So come get your tax refund now at Ram Country Auto World, 1997 Veterans Boulevard, Eagle Pass.
So we're back, top of the first, one out, bases loaded for TC Chavez. Chavez, the first baseman. First pitch swinging and a towering and Chavez flies out to the first baseman on the first pitch for out number 2. You just finished talking to your pitching coach and you throw a perfect pitch to get the guy out as Ernesto Mesa, the DH, with 2 outs and bases still loaded for Alexander. Right at belt high, strike 1. Go to our Twitter page at Real Sports Live SW. Go ahead and follow us. Go to our Instagram, Real Sports Live Southwest. Go to our YouTube channel. We have 2, Real Sports Live in the Valley, so you can catch all the Valley action. It pops up right side. Has a chance, but it goes out of play and foul. In the count, no balls and 2 strikes as he tries to get out of the jam here. 2 outs. 1 run already in for Alexander in the top half. Like I was mentioning, YouTube, go to Real Sports Live and subscribe so you can get notifications of when we're live. Also go to Real Sports Live Southwest, as that's all the South San Antonio, Eagle Pass, Laredo, and Del Rio coverage. The 0-2 pitch on its way. Curveball into center field. The center fielder coming in quickly and slides as Ray Mendoza saves a sure hit and 2 runs as he has that patented slide catch. And Mesa is retired for out number 3. So 1 run in the top half of the first. As we go to the bottom half, we'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Baseball on Real Sports Live Southwest.com.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory, with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory.
Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados, established in 1939, a staple in downtown Eagle Pass. Make sure you come by and visit our meat market. Also, don't forget, we are ready for Lent, so come by and see our party supplies for all your Easter needs at Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados.
Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful 2018-2019 season.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away, recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
The law offices of Victor E. Perry, located at 350 North Monroe Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. The law offices of Victor E. Perry is open for all types of motor vehicle accidents, personal and family law. Call us today at 830-758-1200. The law offices of Victor E. Perry wants to wish Victor and Mikey Perry a successful 2019.
Hey Eagle Pass and surrounding areas, my name is Lee Cresdorn. Come visit us here at Jay's Auto Sales, where we have a good selection of pre-owned vehicles.
Just remember, this is one of the vehicles we carry in our lot. Please visit us here at 1757 East Garrison or call.
And we're back. First pitch to Ray Mendoza in the bottom half of the first is a ball. In that first inning, 1 run on 2 hits. Strike on the inside corner. 1-1 count on Ray Mendoza. Catches that inside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter, Ray Mendoza, going to U of H in the fall. The 1-2 pitch from Villarreal, and that one laced into center field, and Garcia under that one as a line drive, line out for out number 1. And Isaac Gonzalez, the senior shortstop, comes in. First pitch swinging, strike 1. Going to be very aggressive here in the bottom half of the inning. A ground ball that Chavez gets to and flips it to Villarreal, and nice play by TC Chavez not to get that ball, let that ball go through as he lays out 3-1 for the putout for out number 2. Bottom half of the first, Braulio Rodriguez now, who had a home run and a 2-run homer in Del Rio on Tuesday. Misses outside, ball 1. The game in Eagle Pass, that one ripped third baseman Galvan over to first for out number 3. And that's a quick 1-2-3, and if you're Real, as he gets the Eagles in order, 1-2-3, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. As we go to the second, Villanueva, Villarreal, and Ferrero. We'll be back with more after this.
Coyotes Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Wood Mavericks a successful 2018-2019 season. Order online through Facebook and save 10% on your purchase. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food. That's it.
Hello, Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Beer. I'm the general manager of Ram Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard, where we make sure our customers are number one.
Top of the second here from Somerset, Texas, the home of the Bulldogs, is the Alexander Bulldogs, and the Eagle Pass Eagles need to decide who will have the second seed in the UAL state playoffs from District 29 6A. Just want to congratulate the United South Panthers on a successful season, as they were district champions, crown district champions under Coach Marigal, Dante Marigal, as they are playing in the first round. They know who they have. They have the number 4 seed. I believe they're playing La Jolla, if I'm not mistaken. And the number 4 seed is United. The Longhorns lost an 8-inning game to these Bulldogs. Jacob Reese over to first. So Villanueva is grounds out 4-3 for out number 1. And top of the second with Robert Villarreal, the pitcher, will be hitting for himself. Lefty, strike 1. With the sophomore starting on the mound for Eagle Pass, it's one of those things where it has a playoff type of atmosphere because of the fact that you need to win this game in order to get a higher seed. Also get a as Ray Mendoza backs up a couple of steps and under it for out number. So for him, for Sergio Checo Lopez, I mean, it's one of those things where he has to get into the flow of the game. And early on, when you get hit like that in that first inning, he just got to make sure that he gets his mind set on what he needs to do on the mound and let his defense behind him also play. So now Ferreiro, the leadoff left fielder, who had a single and a run scored with a stolen base in that first inning, at top of the first, is the Alexander Bulldogs. And that one is fouled, as Ferreiro wanted the wanted time, and the umpire did not give it to him. Strike 1, as he fouls that one off, and that's the Valdez Tire Record Service foul ball. Want to send a hello to the Risa family coming back from Oklahoma, as Rolly Risa is on an official trip to eastern Oklahoma, as he's trying to further his education plus his athletic. So saludos, hello from North Dallas. They're in North Dallas now, coming back. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Also Risa, a senior pitcher, so that's a gentleman that is going to pay dividends in the playoffs for the Eagles, as they have Raver Mendoza, Sergio Lopez, have Edward Mendoza. A ground ball towards the third base side and foul. Still stays no balls and two strikes, and that's the Eat Grocery Tienda Los Venados foul ball. They have a slew of pitchers in on the staff that can come and give you some good innings. Also, want to congratulate all the athletes that are over at Hero Stadium. Strike three as he catches that outside corner, and Laredo is caught looking with his hand in the cookie jar for out number three as that retires the Bulldogs in the top half of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We go to the bottom half. Perry, Montoya, and Garza. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Baseball on Real Sports Live, Southwest.com. So, bottom of the second, and Victor Perry will lead off the inning, followed by Hector Montoya and Orly Garza. First pitch from Villarreal is a strike on the outside corner. That one fouled off to the screen. That's the Kumo Fitness Gymnasium foul ball. So he's in the hole, no balls and two strikes. So one ball and two strikes. That one ball two. That one missed. So now full count on Perry, the senior left fielder. Right up the middle is, Hossa tried to get there, and Perry is on with a single to center. Hector Montoya with the runner at first. Ball one to Montoya. Hit and run, and that ball gets in between over to first as Perry gets the second, and Montoya gets 6-3 for out number one. Now Orly Garza with one out and a runner at second. The catcher comes up to bat. Curveball misses high. So one ball, two strikes on Garza, the catcher, senior. Runner at second with one out. Time is called. Runs the count, two balls and two strikes. The Lady Eagles are in La Jolla tonight. The second game of that softball first round series, the bi-district series, switches over to Eagle Pass at 3 o'clock tomorrow. The Lady Mavericks are at the SAISD Sports Complex as Villarreal checks the runner and time is called. The Mavericks are at home. The Mavericks are at home to finish district play in District 28 5A. They're playing Harlan tonight. So 2-2 count, two balls, two strikes, one out. Perry at second. Villarreal comes set from the stretch. And that one calls strike three as Garza goes down looking for out number two. So now Edward Mendoza, the DH for the pitcher, will come up to bat. He had a good game in Del Rio as he went 2 for 3 with two RBIs, a double, and a single. He likes to jump on that first pitch, and again, he did swing at the first pitch, foul ball to the screen. That's the Baldes Tire Record Service, foul ball. Swing and a miss on the inside pitch as he took something off of it. He's ahead in the count, no balls and two strikes on Mendoza. as Coach Mendoza will call him over just to chit chat and make him understand that, hey, it's a game. 0-2 count on Mendoza. Villarreal checks the runner over at second. Curveball hangs, and Garcia under that one for out number three as that retires the Eagles. No runs, one hit, no errors, and one left on base. We've completed two from Somerset, Texas. Alexander 1, Eagle Pass Eagles 0. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Baseball on Real Sports Live Southwest.com.
Our does its testing and evaluations quickly without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. STAT Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Como Fitness Supplements and Lifestyles at Mall de las Águilas. Come and visit our store or our website at www.kfsubs.com. Don't miss the opportunity to be something you can be. Como Fitness, located at 575 Commercial Street, Eagle Pass, Texas. Stop by anytime, 24/7. Work out on your own time at Como Fitness. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling. We have been serving Eagle Pass, Texas and the surrounding area since 1999 with quality HVAC, heating and air conditioning services and installations. We are an HVAC contractor that offers both residential and commercial applications. Repairs, service, new installations, and duct cleaning is our specialty. No job is too big or too small for us. Our staff and technicians are committed to excellence and are dedicated to keeping the highest standard in service and professional equipment while delivering the best affordability to our customers. We are on call 24/7 for those unexpected emergencies. We offer special financing for all qualified buyers. Please visit our website for more.
1-0, top of the third. And Galvan will lead off for Alexander, followed by Garcia and Hinojosa. Ball one. The sun sets to the west of us. So now the lights are on here at Somerset Sports Complex. Fouls that one off to the screen. 1-1 count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Want to send a big shout out, hello, and that one right and hit by pitch as he trots over to first. Want to give a big shout out to John Kennedy, the IT guy who, on his day off, nobody. It was kind of weird. We're coming into town and high school, nobody in the parking lot. Junior high, nobody in the parking lot. The town is kind of like a little ghost town because everybody's at fiesta. they had the Fiesta parade earlier, so the whole town of San Antonio is basically on Fiesta break. First pitch over to first, tags the base and does not throw to second. As Garcia three unassisted for out number one. And on a hit and run, Galvan moves to second. So runner at second base with one out now. Our plans were to stop, get over here early, take care of the whole internet issue, and then go to Dairy Queen, but didn't happen. So wife not happy, so I got to make her happy as soon as we get done with this game. One out and runner at second for the shortstop, Joel Hinojosa, who has the lone RBI single to center in that top half of the first. We're in the third in this crucial game. They play 12 district games and a bunt foul. 12 district games, and we needed 13. We need an extra one to find out who the number 2 seed is. The Eagles went 3-3 in the first round of district play as they had wins against Del Rio, Nixon, and LBJ, and lost to United South, United, and Alexander. But in the second half, it all turned around for the Eagles as they went 6-0 in district play. Then they're in a 7-game winning streak, as coach would say, peak at the right time. Runner at second, no balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. This is a Henry count, no balls and 2 strikes. We'll have that interview with Coach Mendoza as we talked to him on Tuesday after that big win against Del Rio 13-2. Hinojosa in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes with the runner at second. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as he changed the pace on that one and got him with a changeup inside for out number 2. Now Paco Hernandez with 2 outs and a runner at second. One zero the score. Misses outside, ball 1. We got some loyal fans that, of course, live in the San Antonio area making the trip. Also, some Laredo Alexander fans making the trip up 35. And that one hit into left field. The left fielder going back and into the glove as Victor Perry was at the about 2 or 3 feet from the warning track as he retires Hernandez for out number 3, and that retires the Bulldogs in the top half. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Baseball on Real Sports Live Southwest.com.
300.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory.
Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados, established in 1939, a staple in downtown Eagle Pass. Make sure you come by and visit our meat market. Also, don't forget, we are ready for Lent. So come by and see our party supplies for all your Easter needs at Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados.
Vale
Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful 2018-2019 season.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information,
Bottom of the third is David Lopez comes out to bat, the junior third baseman utility. You also can see him on the mound. Strike one. A ground ball. Chavez takes care of it himself for out number one. As Chavez lets Villarreal know, I got you. I'm to the bag quicker than you are for out number one. Now Jacob Ruiz. First pitch inside, ball one. Ground ball to Hinojosa over to first for out number two. 6-3 for out number two. Mendoza with 2 outs now comes out to bat. He has 11 home runs this season. He's got a couple of Apo tacos too. Opposite field, as they usually stay away from him as much as they can, but he's got a long reach. There goes outside pitch. He goes with it and fouls it off right side. We got we got Mr. Rangel, UISD, also watching back in Laredo. Thank you, sir, for being such a great supporter of what we do. 1 ball, 1 strike, and everybody's cheering for everybody. Is want to send a shout out also to the athletic director, Bobby Cruz. Ball on the outside corner. As I was mentioning earlier, I'm a baseball fan in itself. I love the game of as far as sports in general. So again, it's one of those things where I love what I do. I love what I do, and I do it for all the communities that we serve: Del Rio, Eagle Pass, Laredo, and South San Antonio. Two teams that have fought through the season, and a walk issued. So runner at first base is Ray Mendoza, and Isaac Gonzalez, the senior shortstop, will come out to bat. Bottom of the third, 1-0 the score. The Bulldogs scored early in the top half of the first. First pitch misses, low and outside, ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. Robert Villarreal, the pitcher, number 6. Have not seen him. We actually saw the last time that these two teams met. In the first game, Paco Hernandez threw that game, and in the second game, Joshua Chavana, who threw a no-hitter early this season, threw against Eagle Pass. So this is the third pitcher that Eagle Pass faces. 2 balls and 1 strike on the hitter, Isaac Gonzalez. That one fouled off, strike 2. So 2-2 count with the runner at first. Time is called. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Villarreal gets him swinging for out number 3 as Gonzalez goes down swinging for the third out. And that retires the Eagles in the bottom half of the third. 3 complete from Somerset, Texas. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Baseball on Real Sports Live, Southwest.com.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Wood Mavericks a successful 2018-2019 season. Order online through Facebook and save 10% on your purchase. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food. That's it.
Hello, Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Beer. I'm the general manager of Ram Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard, where we make sure our customers are number one.
As we have a little bit of the interview with Coach Mendoza. Coach, you go 6-0 in the second half. You went 3-3 in the first half, and you punched your ticket, of course, to the next round or the playoff round. You still don't know who you're going to play in the playoffs, but there's a 2-way tie for second. Alexander beat United tonight at Unitrade 9-4. So what does that mean for you guys, and where does it take the Eagles for playoffs?
Well, the guys have been playing good baseball, and I'm hoping that they continue to do that into the second, the third season of our season. Yeah, we had the tournaments, we had our district, now we have the postseason. They've done a great job of trusting, believing in what we do, believing in the process that we apply, and it's evident that in the second round we did a much better job. Going into the playoffs, we just got to stay focused, and we got to do our jobs. Everybody does their job. The results take care of themselves. And right now we don't know who we're gonna play yet. We'll find out by tomorrow probably. And as soon as we do, then it's full steam ahead. We gotta get ready. We got Cal Allen on Friday. Hopefully we can still play that game because depending on what happens with the tie with Alexander for second, whether we flip for it or we play it out, that's yet to be determined. But we just gotta keep looking forward. And if we make our pitches, we swing in good pitches, and we make our plays, and we're doing well.
Coach, it was a difference in the second half where your bats kind of woke up in the second half of the season. You got games where you happen to get the top of the lineup, 1 through 5 going, and then the lower half also started coming around and getting the bats going. But defensively, behind your pitchers, Ray Mendoza, Ronnie Risa, Sergio Lopez, Checo Lopez, and the whole staff. What was evident about the pitching staff and what the second round meant to you guys?
Well, the biggest thing was that we've always believed in our pitchers. We have 5 pitchers that we knew were going to be good: Ray, Rolly, Eric, Checo, and Edward. And we were hoping with those arms that we could play defense behind them and score some runs. It took us a while to get our bats going, and we didn't score that many runs at the beginning of the district. But once we started getting in our groove and our hitters started trusting, when we started planning and with our bats, those kids started swinging the bat a lot better, and started seeing that they were going to get good results if they stuck to their plan when they're hitting. So it's been nothing but good things. Hopefully we can just keep it going.
Coach, in the preliminary that we saw the UIL bracket, it matched you up in the half of where Mac High was facing you guys, and then you had Vela in the second round. But of course, that was just preliminary. That's one of those projected. Now on the other half, you have PSJ, the Bears, and you have the Edinburghs and Edinburgh North. Which one would you prefer? Would you prefer to go that route or the other route?
Well, I mean, in baseball, bro, anybody, you can beat anybody can beat anybody on any given day, and that's a cliche. I mean, we all know that. But if we're playing good baseball, it doesn't really matter who we face. You start thinking, let's go this route, it'll be easier. Or let's go that. If we go that route, it's gonna be harder. Bro, it's not about that. It's about what we bring to the field, what we do between the lines. And if we do what we're supposed to, then the rest is in God's hands. And God willing, He's been on our side and been watching over us. And all we can do is say thanks to God.
Coach, congratulations on back-to-back playoff. After missing the playoffs, you got back-to-back. Of course, last year tri-district champion. This year, hopefully get second or third. But again, congratulations on a great season. You finished 9-3, which again you started 3-3 in district. You went on that 6-game winning streak in the second round, and you're back into the playoffs. What did the guys talk about before this game tonight, knowing that they were on the cusp of getting, as far as seating wise, as far as making sure that they did their job here?
Well, we talked about this yesterday. We had the Easter break, and I told him, I said, I was dying to get back on the field. We're on a roll, we're doing things good, things are going our way, and then we have that break, and sometimes those breaks, they come back different. Luckily, these guys were focused, they did things right. Yesterday, we talked about what this game meant. We had to win this game and stay in this spot, and when we got here today, their minds were a little bit, scattered a little bit, thinking that it was going to be an easy game, but we regrouped it before the game, and we talked about what we needed to do, and luckily we were able to get it done tonight.
Coach, with your seniors that you have this year with Ray, Isaac, those guys, Orly, but those main guys that I talked about, Ray, Victor, what is it about the senior group that kind of turned it around that second half, Coach?
Well, I mean, those are the guys that we count on. They got to believe in what they're doing, and slowly but surely they've come around, and everybody is on track.
That's just a bit of what Coach was talking about. Is we have 2 outs, and the third out as Victor Perry into the glove as Villanueva flies out to left field for out number three, and that retires the Bulldogs in the top half of the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. As we got a game here, 3.5 in the books. Alexander 1, Eagle Pass 0. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Baseball on Real Sports Live Southwest.com.
Into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
The law offices of Victor E. Perry, located at 350 North Monroe Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. The law offices of Victor E. Perry is open for all types of motor vehicle accidents, personal and family law. Call us today at 830-758-1200. The law offices of Victor E. Perry wants to wish Victor and Mikey Perry a successful 2019.
Hey Eagle Pass and surrounding areas, my name is Lee Cresdorn. Come visit us here at Jay's Auto Sales where we have a good selection of pre-owned vehicles.
Just remember, this is one of the vehicles we carry in our lot. Please visit us here at 1757 East Garrison or call me at 830-773-8300.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory with 3 great locations to serve you in
Yeah. And we'll finish the interview with Coach Mendoza as they come up in the bottom half of the fourth.
He kept battling, he kept doing his job, he kept working hard, and now he's in a good groove. Isaac the same way. And majority of our guys, they were struggling, but we started working harder and started putting our minds to what we needed to do, and these guys have turned it around. So, I mean, you always depend on your seniors to carry the team, and then at the same time, when it's over, you're gonna miss them without a doubt. And right now, we just gotta look forward to what's coming ahead and take one game at a time.
That's Coach Mendoza of the Eagle Pass Eagles. You're watching Real Sports Live Southwest.com. Bottom of the fourth and strike one as Braulio fouled that one off as we finish the interview with that one. Misses inside as he takes a peek over to Villarreal on the mound as that one brushed right in front of him. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one inside, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike on Braulio Rodriguez. If you hang something to Rodriguez, he can hammer it over the 315 mark in a hurry. And he will trot over to first. We'll have the on Monday we'll have a pre. That's Orly Martinez, number 12, the pinch runner for Braulio Rodriguez. Martinez, a junior, over at first with no outs. And Victor Perry, a tapper up the middle. Hinojosa coming in. Only play is to first. As Hinojosa retires Perry 6-3 for out number one, and Martinez over to second in scoring position, down by one. Now the lefty Hector Montoya, the senior, comes up to bat with one out. As Villarreal comes set from the stretch, checks the runner. First pitch over to Hinojosa, and Hinojosa Martinez is thrown out at third. As Hinojosa went to third base, as Martinez did not check where the ball was, and out number two. Time is called, and they're gonna see if there's four sets of eyes on the field, so we'll see what angle somebody had. He said that he slid around the tag, so we'll check and see what goes on. Right now, as it stands, 2 outs with Hector Montoya going to first on a fielder's choice, and as of right now, it was a 6-5 put out for out number two. And they all converge, and they all say it is an out at third base. Time is called, and they call the balk. Runner goes, throw down to second base. As Montoya is thrown out at first base. As he is thrown out, as Garza stays at bat. That's going to be a 2-4-3 put out for out number three, and that retires the Eagles in the bottom half as we completed four innings from Somerset, Texas, the home of the Bulldogs, Somerset High School. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Baseball on RealSportsLiveSouthwest.com.
GrandAirConditioning.com or call us at 830-758-1900 for more information.
Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Get your tax refund now at Ram Country Auto World.
Así es. Obtenga su reembolso con una parada en Auto World.
You just need your W-2, your ID, and Social Security card, and Ram Country Auto World will prepare your taxes and give you your refund check on the spot.
Es completamente gratis sin necesidad de comprar. Apúrate. No esperes a tu cheque. Consigue tu dinero hoy.
So come get your tax refund now at Ram Country Auto World, 1997 Veterans Boulevard, Eagle Pass.
StatER does its testing and evaluations quickly, without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Top of the fifth, 1-0 is the score, and Robert Villarreal, the pitcher who flew out to center his first time up, back in the second inning. First pitch swinging, pops up. Third baseman will come in. That's David Lopez for the first out as he flies out to the third baseman for out number one. So he's 0 for 2. There's Alan Ferrero who has the lone run and has one of the two hits that Alexander has. He struck out looking his last time up in the second, so he's 1 for 2. Catches it outside corner, strike one. Base is empty here. Top half of the fifth. The game is kind of moving along quickly. We're about an hour and some minutes into the game. About an hour and 11 minutes into the game. And we're already in the top of the fifth. Scheduled for 7. Did not go around. Strike one. For everyone that's watching from Laredo, Texas, I urge you that you talk to your community businesses and say that there is something out here that can benefit UISD and LISD and benefit their business in making sure that curveball came in for a strike. That was nasty and filthy. Right at the batter and at the last minute, curved in. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter, Ferrero. And fouls off that one to the screen. Stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. We've had opportunities to go in Laredo and knock on doors and talk to businesses, show them our product, show them what we have to offer. A ground ball, backhand for the shortstop, and no way he's going to get Ferrero as he was getting down that line quickly. An infield single for Ferrero, and he's on at first base with 1 out in the inning. If you know of any businesses that would like to have an opportunity and spread their message on our different platforms, they can email me at RIO Sports Live Southwest or SW at gmail.com, or they can call me at 830-968-2010. Throw over the first, not in time. Sergio Galvan, who walked his first time up back in the first and got stranded at third and hit by a pitch and was stranded at second. So both times he's been in scoring position, and they are 1 for 3 or 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Strike one. And an update from La Jolla as the Lady Eagles are up 1-0 going into the bottom half of the first. As they're the visiting team. Pitch out, ball one. As these updates are being sent by our statistician up in La Jolla, as the Lady Eagles are up 1-0. Coach Higgs, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. we're live right now, so we don't know how many. Well, we can check on our different platforms, but we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on.
Well, I hope all of them are enjoying the new stadium we have.
It is a beautiful stadium. Even when you click on it and you zoom in.
It's a,
Swing and a miss.
we're extremely proud of our stadium. Extremely proud of it.
There's a bit of a delay, but it's all right.
I like to be able to end up doing a streaming like this.
Well, we can take care of that for you. We don't mind coming up here to actually you guys are in our district as far as CC Win, Eagle Pass CC Win. So now that we know that we have the facilities and we have what we can always come up here and make sure that we have Somerset CC Win on our game of the week.
Y'all are welcome. Y'all got a spot here. All right.
Swing and a miss, strike three, and Ferrero slides into second, two outs as Galvan strikes out for out number two. Ferrero with a stolen base. So Nomar Garcia, top of the fifth. Two outs. We have Coach Higginbotham.
Higginbotham.
Yeah, there you go. I got it. One ball, no strikes, as he's the athletic director. We made a couple of phone calls on Tuesday. Of course, he was over at Hero Stadium earlier today with the regional track meet, and so two balls and no strikes. Somerset boys baseball. They're actually done. They were Tuesday was their last district district game. They played, I believe, Medina Valley.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And unfortunately, we didn't make it in the playoffs this year. We ended up moving up to 5A. Kids competed very well. Just were unable to get across that hump to end up making up in the playoffs for us this year. But the kids did a fantastic job for us.
But football's a different story.
Football, we ended up making it the first round of playoffs and ended up.
And that one to left field as Ferrero will come in to score the second run for Alexander. And that's a RBI double for Nomar Garcia as he took that outside pitch from Checo Lopez and put it into left field for an RBI double and makes it 2-0 Alexander. So runner still at second as they trade places. And as we are in the fifth, we're talking about football. I know spring football is upon us. I know CC Win is doing spring football. Coach Villaseñor.
That's something that we haven't done in the past. We still don't do spring football with being such a small 5A. We end up sharing athletes as much as we possibly can, and we don't want to get anybody injured in the other sports that they're participating in. So that's something that Coach Detmer's always done, that we've stayed out of spring ball, but we compete hard. It's our 7-on-7 program. Our kids end up getting a great workout, great program that's going there with our 7-on-7. We have some outstanding young men that come back that actually have played for us, that end up coaching the team and know our system. And we usually end up making it into the state championship, or not state championship, but the state final. So going there up at College Station, and our kids have a great time participating out there. It keeps us going. Keeps
our offense, we throw the ball, sling it around and stuff with Sonny Detmer as
Yeah.
our head coach, and then it works with our defense, our secondary, and our linebackers end up going up against teams that end up slinging the ball and throwing it around. We keep busy with those kids all summer long. Great weight program with Marvin Allen as our strength and conditioning coach, we stay hard at it. Our kids are fantastic kids here at Somerset that just are great kids that work hard. End up are committed to a winning program.
Yeah, they're always Eagle Pass and Somerset always meet up at the first scrimmage of the season. Of course, the Eagle Pass Eagles, under the direction of Tom Gonzalez, they have a great program in 6A. But the facilities here, I mean, just watching the sports complex here with the baseball and the softball complex. How did the girls do this year in softball? Are they in the playoffs?
And unfortunately, they were the same way and stuff. Just end up battling real hard.
And that line drive right to Isaac Gonzalez for the third out, but the Laredo Alexander Bulldogs get one more on the board here in the top half of the fifth. We're going to keep it here. We're not going to go anywhere because we're enjoying this conversation here, and we want to enjoy this conversation. We go to the bottom half, but of course the girls and the boys, their season is done. But you got some great facilities that is all turf, and with this weather that we have in South Texas,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
we always have. Jordanton also has
Yes, sir,
their
they do.
turf field, but knowing the fact that you guys have turf fields, anytime that there's a rain out somewhere else, they can always call you guys and say, "Hey, may we use the facilities?"
Oh, you betcha. I actually have been getting calls at 7:30 this morning asking about our facilities. End up trying for playoffs. Yeah, we're blessed. The community here at Somerset ended up doing a bond to end up putting in this area. We're extremely happy with it. We unfortunately we were unable to get our baseball and softball games into it last year. They finished in May, so right there at the end. This is our first season on this field. It's a great field. It's the same group that are actually putting in the Texas Rangers field on their new stadium. And they're out here watching this quite a bit, coming out and checking on how we end up doing on the field. We're happy to show it off. We're happy to showcase our baseball softball complex. If you can end up telling, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, folks, but the turfs are two different levels, so it imitates the grass dirt kind of feel out there. And it's playing on it all the time. So when rain comes down, we're still playing baseball and softball. So.
There you go. As the Orly Garza, Edward Mendoza, and David Lopez are the three due up in the bottom half of the fifth for the Eagles as they're down 2-0. I know for us in Eagle Pass, it's about an hour and 45-minute drive, maybe it's 2 hours, just depending. 1604 is kind of in the cusp of getting into South San Antonio. But when we had this playing game, of course, we also had the playing game, and we said, well, Somerset. Okay, I was mistaking it for Jordanton because I had covered an actual game. It got rained out in Nelson Wolf a couple of years ago,
Yes, sir.
and they got moved over to Jordanton, and they have also a all turf facility, both fields. So you guys are in class 4A.
Actually, we're in
5A.
5A.
Okay, I'm sorry, 5A. No, but you guys
yes,
were 4A.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So
And Daryl Andrus down there, Jordan, they have a beautiful facility as well. I mean, I talk to Daryl quite often, and they're same way with us. They end up staying completely booked, and we're open to end up having as many teams as we possibly can to come in here and play to enjoy such a great facility. So I know that Daryl stays busy as well down there. As a matter of fact, they're actually playing a game right now. So I just ended up. I'm actually live in Jordan. I coach here in Somerset, but I live in Jordan, and my wife is at a game down there right now. So.
there you go. So it's a small community. Is on 1604. You can get to Jordanton, get to Floresville, get to the surrounding areas very quickly. As Villarreal on the mound, only allowing one hit right now for the Alexander Bulldogs, as he's got 2 balls and 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter in the inning. And this is Orly Garza, the senior catcher for the Eagles, as they're down 2-0. Swinging a miss, strike 3, as he goes down swinging for out number 1. And for for the Eagles, the innings are coming to a close as we're in the fifth, at the bottom of the fifth, and 6 and 7 innings are upon us as the stakes are high. The number 2 seed will get PSJ North on the top half of the bracket. The 3rd seed will get Mac High, which is one of the premier ball clubs in the valley. And then, of course, in that bottom bracket, you'll still have Vela, Edinburgh Vela, with Coach Perez over there. So, again, it's just one of those things. We saw Vela in the second round last year after beating La Jolla in the first round. Right up the middle as Mendoza gets a single, as Villarreal that ball comes off that turf quickly as it came up the middle for a base hit for Edward Mendoza.
Those are two great programs that you end up speaking about, but I'm watching a great game here with two great programs. The history behind these guys, fantastic. These guys are great players out here. Two great coaches as well.
Coach Mendoza, 17 years. He got his 300th win in the game against LBJ. He's already above 3, or I think it's 3 something. Coach Lemos over at Alexander, of course, last year. These two teams, along with Southwest, had a tri-district championship in District 29 6A. So Southwest just got I guess it's a co-district championship this year in 28 5A.
Yes, sir, they did. Yes, sir. It was a battle. It's a battle between districts down here. It's great baseball down here. I mean, you're looking at great pitchers that are able to end up throwing, upper 80s, lower 90s, but the sticks. I mean, kids are hitting the ball really, really well nowadays, and with this turf, I mean, you got to end up playing it the right way. You'll get a bad hop off of it, so it's great. One thing that's great about it with the playoffs coming up and everything, everybody wants to end up playing on turf because the state game is played up there in Austin, and it's the same turf as we're playing.
Yeah, Round Rock.
So, Round Rock. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, up in Round Rock. Yeah, same turf, and a beautiful stadium up there. So, but just a level of play that we have down here in South Texas. And baseball is just phenomenal.
And that's a line drive to right field as it falls into the glove of Paco Hernandez, who is going to Oklahoma State. That gentleman is going to OSU. Yeah, and of course we have Ray Mendoza who's going to U of H. So there's some pretty quality Division I guys at both of these schools. As also last year, one of their premier pitchers for Alexander is now at TCU. So they bring
quality players. Like I said, South Texas baseball is on the map, and just watching some great ball going on here tonight. I mean, we're sitting in a bottom of the fifth, and you're looking at a 2-0 game. And anybody can end up winning this one.
That one lined out to left field, and it gets past the left fielder as Mendoza will round third. The ball will come in, and a RBI double for Jacob Ruiz. As that one falls in and goes all the way to the wall, all the way to the fence, and Mendoza comes in to score and cuts the deficit in half, 2-1. And we go to the top of the lineup, Ray Mendoza, who lined out to center and walked. He does have 11 home runs in the season, and he can he can spread the ball all over the place. As Coach Limos is going to give him an intentional walk.
Got something power like that, you need to end up putting him on base and stuff, trying to end up helping out where you can end up making sure that you get that force out. So but you get the next hitter up and stuff coming up here, just end up putting the ball in play just as much as anybody else can here with the Eagles.
Yeah, runners at first and second. Isaac Gonzalez, the senior shortstop, who struck out swinging back in the third, and a ground out, 3-1. As we have runners at first and second with 2 outs in the inning, and the score 2-1. as Villarreal was kind of coasting and finally gave up a couple of hits as he had a one hitter going, a one hit shutout all the way to the fifth, and we're in the bottom half. Do we have an extra? That one fouled off, and that one uh, fouled off to the screen. I want to thank your staff, also your IT, Mr. Kennedy, for due diligence and coming in and making sure that we had everything set up. As that ball, Martinez back behind the plate, doing a great job keeping the ball in front of him.
That's one thing our staff is committed to help out everybody. John Kennedy, our IT guy, does a fantastic job for us. As a matter of fact, he was off because we're actually out of school today for Battle of Flowers. So he took his time off and to wait from his family to come up here and make sure that everybody ends up able to end up watching a great game.
Yeah, exactly. And when we got here early. My wife also works for the school district over in Eagle Pass, and she's like, "What time are we leaving?" I was like, "Look, I got to make sure that we get there early because not sure what it's going to be like to make sure that we get internet to be able to stream this game live." And to all our fans everywhere, that ball lifted into left field, and the left fielder tracking it by the fence and by the foul line, and into the glove for out number 3 as that retires the Eagles here in the fifth as we have 5 complete. And we'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Baseball on Real Sports Live Southwest.com.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Wood Mavericks a successful 2018-2019 season. Order online through Facebook and save 10% on your purchase. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food. That's it.
Hello, Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Bibb. I'm the general manager of Ram Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard, where we make sure our customers are number one.
And we're back top of the 6. 2-1 the score is the Eagles. Score 1 run in that bottom half, and that was close to dropping as the left fielder Ferrero got to that one. 1-1 count now to the leadoff hitter in the inning, Paco Hernandez. That one missed outside, strike 1. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike as Checo Lopez is right at 75 pitches. That ball lifted, and the second baseman is under that one for out number 1. 1-0 still from La Jolla as the Lady Eagles, who swept through the District 29 6A, are playing the first round by district softball against La Jolla, and they're up 1-0 in the bottom of the second as we have our statistician David Heredia, my son, who is down there doing due diligence over there. He's the manager for the Lady Eagles. As we have people kind of sending messages left and right. That ball hit hard into left field. The left fielder getting above and a ground rule double as TC Chavez gets a ground rule double. Appreciate it, sir. We'll be talking soon. As we say goodbye to Coach Higgs. And a ground rule double to left field. So 1 out, and Chavez is at second. And Ernesto Mesa, the DH, comes up to bat. He's 0 for 2. That ball to right field, and that one will drop in as it goes all the way to the fence. A nice try by the right fielder, and Chavez comes in to score. And Mesa to left field, an RBI. We're going to call that are we going to call it an error? We're just going to call it a straight triple because that one he did not touch as he dove for the ball. So it's a triple to left and another run score, so they take a 3-1 lead. Yeah, that was a catch that he got to it, but just off the outstretched hands of Hector Montoya in right field. As Coach Mendoza will come out to talk to his pitcher with 1 out and a runner at third. As he's going to exit, as Lopez will end his day. And that's number 19, Edward Mendoza. Another sophomore, so for Sergio Lopez, 6 and a third for him as he has a runner at third still to credit to him as the first batter that Mendoza will face will be Marco Villanueva. So he finishes his warm up pitches and he faces Marco Villanueva, the first batter he's going to face. That's Edward Mendoza, the sophomore pitcher, outfielder. First pitch is in the turf, ball one. Now the runner at third is going to be Checo Lopez. Sergio Lopez is, so if he scores, that run is credited to him. As right now, Lopez stat line 6 and a third, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Six hits, 3 runs, all earned. Ground ball, foul. The Bulldogs were in a close one on Tuesday night at Unitrade Stadium in Laredo, Texas, as they were leading 4-2 in the bottom half of the seventh, and the United Longhorns right up the middle for an RBI single for Villanueva. As they make it 4-1 with 1 out. So runner at first now with 1 out in the inning. And number 1 will come into bat. You got to get It's Jackson Alanis who's coming in. Action Jackson Alanis. His brother is also on the team. Strike 1. Jacob Alanis. That one missed inside, ball 1. So the Alexander Bulldogs score 1 in the first, 1 in the 5th, and 2 here in the 6th to take a 4-1 lead. Runner goes, the ball hit into center field, and back is Villanueva, who almost got doubled up. Didn't think he knew that there was 1 out in the inning, as he was already rounding second, going to third. And that one's out. So, fly out for Jackson to center field, and still doubled up. Was Villanueva. 8-3 for out number 3 as he gets called out. A base running error. As we go to the bottom half of the 6th, we'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Baseball on Real Sports Live, Southwest.com.
Coyotes Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Wood Mavericks a successful 2018-2019 season. Order online through Facebook and save 10% on your purchase. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food. That's it.
Hello, Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Beer. I'm the general manager of Ram Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard, where we make sure our customers are.
Hold on. Ferreyro. YRO. That's his last name. Allen is his first name. That one lifted into shallow right field as the ball gets lost in the sun and falls in for a single. As Braulio Rodriguez gets a single to shallow right field. Now Victor Perry, who's 1 for 2. If you're watching from Eagle Pass right now, we do have the rights to do the Lady Eagles and La Jolla Lady Coyotes on Saturday, and if needed, game number 3. But we still need advertising dollars to cover that game. So if you guys want to call me up, 830-968-2010, or email me with your business, and we can get you on tomorrow's broadcast. Swing and a miss as Alan Ferreiro comes in from left field into pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on Victor Perry. Rodriguez over at first. That one missed high. Ball 1. So looking to cover, we do have the rights to cover that series. Of course, we don't have coverage tonight for tonight's game. Strike 3 as it's called on the outside corner for out number 1 as Fredo gets Perry looking for out number 1. Bottom of the 6th, 4-1 the score. The Eagles down as the lone run was in the 5th inning. Strike on the outside corner on Hector Montoya. That one lifted into shallow center field. Hinojosa, and charging in is Garcia from center field for the second out of the inning. Now pinch hitting number 2, Eric Heredia. With 2 outs. So 2 outs in the inning with a runner at first. That's Rodriguez, who got a single to shallow left field. A Texas leaguer that gets in. Strikeout for Victor Perry, and then Hector flew out to center. So pinch hitting is Heredia with 2 outs. And that one missed high, ball 1. Misses outside, ball 2. Heredia, a junior utility. He's been pinch hitting lately. Ball 3. The ball gets away from the catcher, Martinez, and into second base. 3 balls and no strikes. And that one is a pass ball as he gets to second. 3 balls and no strikes on Heredia. Runner to second. 2 outs. As he walks and he trots over to first. Runners at first and second. So 2 runners on, 2 outs, 4-1 the score. Alan Ferrero coming in after Villarreal. Give up 3 hits in 5 innings and giving up 1 run. Striking out 3 in his 5 innings of work. First pitch swinging, strike 1. Mendoza had a single and a flight out to center field his first time up back in the second. So he's 1 for 2 on the day, has runners at first and second. 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Bulldogs. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Eagles. Tiebreaker for second place, second and third place in District 29 6A. Swing and a miss as he pulls the string on that one. And strike 2. So he's ahead in the count. Ferrero ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. That ball hit to left field and foul. It's 315 to left and 315 to right. So it's short. They're short corners. So anything that these guys can get as far as a hanging curveball, they can pull it, and they can pull it over the fence. As that was a foul ball. No balls and 2 strikes. 3-0 in the bottom of the third over in La Jolla as the Lady Eagles are up 3-0. And Ferrero looked over to second. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 4-1 to score. Right back up the middle, and that one into Ferrero's glove as he lined that one out for the third out. As Edward Mendoza lines out to the pitcher for out number 3, and Ferrero was basically just trying to make sure that that ball didn't hit him in the face as the glove came up, and they strand 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base for the Eagles as we go to the top half of the 7th. 6 complete from Somerset, Texas. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live Southwest.com.
Delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son ceritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory.
Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados, established in 1939, a staple in downtown Eagle Pass. Make sure you come by and visit our meat market. Also, don't forget, we are ready for Lent. So come by and see our party supplies for all your Easter needs at Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados.
Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful 2018-2019 season.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away, recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
The law offices of Victor E. Perry, located at 350 North Monroe Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. The law offices of Victor E. Perry is open for all types of motor vehicle accidents, personal and family law. Call us today at 830-758-1200. The law offices of Victor E. Perry wants to wish Victor and Mikey Perry a successful 2019. We're in the top of the seventh. We're back live, and we're kind of checking our Twitter feed and our Facebook feed. We couldn't go on YouTube yet, but I know a lot of people are watching as Laredo grounds out to third base. That one gets away from the first baseman, and Laredo into second. So an E3. No outs, and Sergio Galvan, the third baseman, walked in the first, hit by a pitch in the third, and struck out swinging in the fifth. I want to thank all of our businesses from Eagle Pass supporting our endeavor, as we have Sarita's Tortilla Factory, Kumo Fitness Gymnasium, Ram Country Auto World. The list goes on and on and on, as we have Valdez Tire Record Service, the law offices of Victor E. Perry, EPER Recycling. I mean, we have a great community supporters, as number 17 comes in for Ferrero, who's the pitcher right now, and he's gonna have a courtesy runner. That's Robert Flores. As the Bulldogs are leading here as we go to the top of the seventh. And a 1-0 count. And Galvan will sacrifice, moves the runner over to third. Flores, a sac bunt. 1-3 for out number one. So now runner at third. Nomar Garcia, who's 1 for 3. Runner to third with 1 out. And Garcia, who had a double to left, an RBI double in that 5th inning, had that second run come in, had Ferrero come in on that double. First pitch swinging, and that ball lifted. Mendoza comes in under it for out number 2. We have had some comments on Facebook. The Eagle Pass Eagles are the home team. And yes, they've been getting their walk-up songs because they're the home team. When they decided to do the game, when they flipped for who was going to be home, who was going to be visitor, where where they were going to play, all that got taken care of. And of course, when you're the home team, a lot of times you have somebody that has walk-up songs. Well, the people here at Somerset are obliged. They We said we had a computer with the walk-up songs for the Eagles, and we had somebody take care of that. So just to give you guys some information on some of the comments that are made on Facebook. If Alexander was home and they had their walk-up songs, I'm pretty sure. Nice play by the third baseman. Throws to first and out. A nice play by David Lopez. There, third, backhanded. And knowing that there's turf here, he skipped it twice. A two skip to first base for out number 3, as that retires the Bulldogs in the top of the 7th. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Baseball on Real Sports Live Southwest.com.
Como Fitness Supplements and Lifestyles at Mall de las Águilas. Come in and visit our store or our website at www.kfsubs.com. Don't miss the opportunity to be something you can be. Como Fitness, located at 575 Commercial Street, Eagle Pass, Texas. Stop by anytime, 24/7. Work out on your own time at Como Fitness. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling. We have been serving Eagle Pass, Texas and the surrounding areas since 1999 with quality HVAC, heating and air conditioning services and installations. We are an HVAC contractor that offers both residential and commercial applications. Repairs, service, new installations, and duct cleaning is our specialty. No job is too big or too small for us. Our staff and technicians are committed to excellence and are dedicated to keeping the highest standard in service and professional equipment while delivering the best affordability to our customers. We are on call 24/7 for those unexpected emergencies. We offer special financing for all qualified buyers. Please visit our website for more information at RioGrandeAirConditioning.com or call us at 830-758-1900 for more information.
Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Get your tax refund now at RAM.
Bottom of the 7th, the final half inning here as the Eagles need 3 runs to keep this ball game going, and Laredo ball 1. David Lopez 0 for 1 as his pinch hitter CJ Jimenez flew out to right field. 2 balls and no strikes on the batter David Lopez, who made a tremendous play, and that's probably going to be one of our highlights as he got that last out in the top half of the 7th. A great backhand play there at third and skipped it across the diamond for out number 3. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Jacob Reese, who's 1 for 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that ball fouled. Out of play. An update from La Jolla going into the top of the 4th. Still the score 3-0 Lady Eagles. That one misses high. Ball 3. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two pitch on its way. That one just missed outside, ball four, as Lopez. That was so borderline right there that was could have caused. Yeah, that pitch was so walk over to first. Lopez over at first. He does have speed, so anything in the gap, he will probably go first to third. Jacob Reese, who's 1 for 2. First pitch, and that one hit by a pitch. And the top of the lineup. Now with runners at first and second, I don't think they're going to give him an intentional walk. It's going to be very to load up the bases unless Coach Limo says, hey, you know what, let's gamble, but you never know. Ray Mendoza, as the pitching coach, will come out to talk to his pitcher with runners at first and second. And no outs here in the bottom of the seventh. Now, what do you do in this situation when you have one of your top hitters coming up to bat and you have runners at first and second and no outs? Do you go ahead and give him the do you go ahead and give him the base, an intentional walk, load up the bases so you can have the opportunity of maybe a double play up the middle with your corners playing in, or do you let it play out and say, hey, you know, because one swing he can tie up the ball game. So with runners at first and second, the tying run comes to the plate in Ray Mendoza. Looks like they're gonna let him hit. So Ferrero, who has been throwing some off-speed stuff, he's not gonna blow it by you with a fastball. He's throwing his changeup. He's throwing curveballs. So again, he's changing up the speed. Uh, Knowing the fact that you had a guy in Robert Villarreal who was throwing a little bit harder, now coming in with this pitcher, again, you're having the hitters off balance. But it can one hit can and that one to the shortstop. Hinojosa to second, over to first, not in time. And Coach Mendoza will go talk to the one of the base umpires, about the play at second. Not sure if he was there in time or not. But runner to third. They do get a force out at second. A 6-4 for out number one. And Mendoza gets on a fielder's choice for Isaac Gonzalez. Now runners at the corners, first and third. Not sure if any other umpire had a different angle there at the play at second base. So with not sure what happened, but there is no runner at first. Not sure if he got called out at first or there was a interference call. Um, so two outs here. Strike one on the outside corner. So they did call interference on the runner at second, which was Jacob Reese. And they did call Mendoza out at first for the second out. Wow, and then they moved the runner back to second, which was at third. So strange events here in the bottom of the seventh, 4-1. Runner does go. No throw to third. as Lopez takes third. So 2 outs, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. That one in the turf, and Martinez gobbles that one up. Keeps it in front of him. Ball 2. That one popped up in the infield. Hinojosa and Chavez. And the third baseman fly into the glove, and that ends the ball game as the Eagles fall 4-1 in the tiebreaker, and the Eagles will meet Mac High in the first round, and Alexander will see PSG North. Thank you very much for logging on and tuning in. From all of us here, for my camera operator Mikey Sanchez, I'm Freddie Reyes. Thank you very much. Good night from Somerset, Texas, as the Eagles fall 4-1. Keep talking sports, Real Sports Live.